So now we spoke about the kingdom within. We spoke about the love of God that you can find inside yourself, the source, the creator. You will find your higher self. Not there, not there, not there. Most people, when they pray like this. Because the doctrine have told us that God has a physical dwelling place somewhere in the earth, in heaven, with a structure, with a building, whatever, and that is his dwelling place. And that is one day you will go there if you are good enough, fit enough for that kingdom. Now the kingdom of God is within you. It's not a physical place somewhere. It is you, basically. That spark of God that emanated from God, that God has placed in your chest, in your heart. I repeat, that spark of God, that God took it from itself and put it in your heart, so that God can live in you further, so that God can be you. That is within. That is the kingdom within, because that spark has it all, the attributes of the divine. We talk about love. We talk about pure light. Where there is light, there is joy. You see, when the sun is shining, most people are happy. Few not. But most people, at least if you have a divine spark, you are happy. And when it's cloudy and rainy, that's why most people are falling under depression in winter. And when spring comes, they start blossoming with the trees, sprouting with the trees and with nature, waking up with nature. What do you think is that? Because the sun is now more intense. It is now more to be left and to be experienced by us, because it's no more hiding behind the clouds. And that is your true nature, that light of God is your true nature, and that is what makes us blossom, flourish, expand. That is what is keeping us alive. And that is within you. That is in your heart. That is the kingdom within that I'm talking about. So we ought to really seek God's kingdom first. That was Jesus said. Seek the kingdom of God first. All the other things will be added unto you. And there is big truth in it. You know, my whole life, my whole soul plan has been packed with challenges. Hardly the opposite of challenges, but challenges since I've entered in this world until today. But those challenges have never broke me. Those challenges, they have moved me more closer to the source. Those challenges, they have taught me one thing, that you can have it all and then lose it all in 1 minute. But there is one thing that you can never lose unless you choose to. The outer circumstances, most of the time you can lose. They can affect you without you having any say in it. You're just powerless. You have no say in it, because either the world finance market has collapsed, you lose everything. You experience a divorce, you lose everything, you have to start new. You lose a child, you lose a loved ones. Those are things, circumstances that you cannot control, that is beyond your control most of the time. But that are unforeseen as they approach you. You just don't see it. You just see when they strike and go, ouch, okay. What do? Get up. Dust yourself up. Dust yourself up and find your path again and go. And this time choose the right path. Namely, you know that the outer world can collapse anytime, but the inner world, the inner kingdom, can only collapse when you let it, when you choose otherwise. Even then, that spark of God is even still there, even if you choose to ignore it. So the kingdom of God is worth cultivating. It's worth putting it first in your life. Does God has a place in your life, in your day-to-day life, in your routines, in your activities? Or does he just come when you have nothing to do? Then you say, okay, now let me think about God, or let me now talk to God, or let me now try to go. This is something that most people do. But this is also how this system is designed to keep you away from the source, from the love of God, to keep you busy, busy getting that job, busy going to that job, busy earning that big money, busy paying for that big house, busy paying for that big car, busy paying for those material possession toys that that you think that you need but you don't need. Big TV, big stereo, and like big. Where is the time for God? When you pack your day every day with those things that you need to do in order to get this, in order to get this, in order to maintain this, in order to keep this, in order to pay that bill, in order to pay that big house, in order to pay that big car, in order to purchase that big TV, in order to purchase that, in order to. That is what most people call life, the American dream, right? This American dream has infected the whole world. Everybody wants to live the American dream even if they don't live in America. They're chasing the American dream. This is what the elites wants you to focus on. Because when you're chasing the American dream, that dream, you don't have room for God. You don't room to cultivate that inner kingdom within you, to tend to it. It's like you have a garden. If you don't tend your garden and attend to your garden, it will grow wild until one day it is no more recognition that it was there is no more a trace of a recognition that it was a garden. One day you just find wilderness with a lot of bushes, with a lot of thorns, with a lot of, you don't recognize it anymore. That's with most people. That's the inner state of most people. It's now about to cut those bushes out and and go on a landscaping walk with your inner garden. Landscape it as you wish, as it fits you, as it nourishes you, as it maintains you close to the source. And once you have, or hire somebody who, if you don't have the skills, if you never did gardening before, hire somebody else who have the skills to do your garden. Just you also, when you have a home and with a normal garden, with a physical garden, if you know that is not your gift, you hire somebody to come and clean your pool, the pool boys, or somebody who comes and do your gardening, cut your trees and make it nice, with your grasses very nice, short, the English grass. what do they call it? So, in this, also in a spiritual sense, somebody like me, I'm your gardener. You can hire me. I can help work with you on your inner garden too. That has turn into a wilderness, to turn it into a beautiful garden again, and for that, so that you can find joy sitting in your garden and grounding yourself in your garden and approaching the source and being together with the source and experiencing that joy, the inner joy that comes from dwelling with the source, with God. Beautiful souls, when you walk with God, you are always joyful, no matter what the outer circumstances brings you. Stay in love, stay in peace, and hold on to that light of yours. It's very precious. I love you.